Principā tas, ko jūs šeit šodien darāt, runājot par darba aizsardzību, jūs rūpēties par to, lai cilvēks 10 gadus savas dzīves pavadītu drošā vidē. Un ar viņu nekas slikts neatgadītos. Daudz no mums, protams, šajā drošajā vidē gribētu pavadīt vairāk, 15 gadus pēc fakta. Bet mēs esam pagodināti uzņemt uz savu skatos Eiropas darba drošības un veselības aizsardzības asociācijas prezidenti, kura runās par darba aizsardzības nākotni, par jaunajām tendencēm, runāsim par digitalizāciju, par ilgtspēju un ietekmi uz darba aizsardzības speciālistu. Kā tieši darba aizsardzības speciālistu tas ietekmēs? Lūdzu, sagaidiet Mireya, Rifā, Fabregat.
Thank you so much. Okay. Hello? Hello? Now?
It's better?
I think so. Yeah. Thank you. Hello, good morning. Thank you very much for inviting me to be here. It's my first time in Riga, in Latvia, so I really love to be here. It's a little bit cold for me. I am from Spain, sorry. But really, I have to say thanks, a very big thanks to Inga, Eva from DPA Association, because they are member of ENSHPO and I have been honored to be invited here today. So thank you very much. Well, first, I would like to say what means ENSHPO. ENSHPO is the European Network of Health and Safety Professional Organizations. What that means that our members are really national associations from all European countries that have OSH inside their statutes or goals. We have even more supporters coming from companies that consider that OSH is one of the main points for their strategy, and that's why we are so proud to have Faraone inside ENSHPO too. So it's not only about OSH professionals, it's about who is doing well and good things in OSH. I will say some little points about ENSHPO. We are founded in 2001 because under the umbrella of the European Agency of Health and Safety Professionals. We were, according to continental Europe, what that means that we have UK inside us, we have Ukraine inside us. In 2019, we moved from the UK to Germany, so now we are established according to German law. We have full member association. More than 20 European countries are inside of ENSHPO, and some of them are not inside because they are so little to be inside, but we have a program to incorporate all the little countries inside Europe. And we have another membership. We have universities, we have national institutes, we have supporters, and we have research centers. What we do? Okay, we defend and promote OSH professionals. We defend and promote health and safety inside the workplaces. We promote and defend what it means to have a healthy company, a safety company. For that, we are inside of many, many committees, and we have partnerships. Always with our members, like association of network like us, let's say with Africa, Asia, Canada, USA. We have partnership with the ESA. ESA is the International Social Security Agency. We participate in the education and training area. We are in partner with the EU OSHA. We have been working so close with the EU OSHA. And for example, we are coming in the technical committee of technology. We are coming in technical committee of ergonomics. I cannot see my slide there. Sorry. What we have done in the last 2 years, we have made some serial webinars all around the year. We have been working with the agency in a project that is called Supporting Compliance with OSH Prevention Services and Experts, that I am so proud that Latvia Association has participated. We have developed, in joining with the International Social Security Agency, the Vision Zero Environment Guide. What means Vision Zero? Vision Zero is an initiative, a global initiative around the world to have Vision Zero accidents and Vision Zero no fatalities around the workplaces. And what we have done is we have joined health, safety, and well-being with environment. Because if we don't take into account environment, it's not really going to be a very healthy workplace. And we have ENSHPO certification that right now they are updating because we believe in that if we are in the excellence is the OSH professionals. If we are not the good ones professionals that the company needs, we are not really doing a really good work. And this is what we get with our certifications. No works. Ah, okay, but I cannot see there.
Yeah, because it's PDF. Sorry.
Oh, okay, it's no problem. Okay, no problem. And what are our challenges? We are OSH professionals. We think that the most important thing we need to know it's about technical issues, but there are more things rather than the technical issues. Because when you come to our workplaces and you take care of the employees, it's not only technically, it's all around the workplace. And digitalization is a very good point to see that. We are in the faster revolution we have never had, even more faster than the first industrial revolution. The things not change year by year. The things change day by day. And we have to be updated. It's one of our big challenges. Be updated to provide to our employees, to provide to our workers the best solutions to improve the health and safety. Another thing, we have sustainability. We have listened this word so many times. We have listened to sustainable business, sustainable everything. But what means for a OSH professional to be sustainable? Means that we are incorporated in many European initiatives that they are working on now. And don't think never that European level is not important at national level. Don't get confused. I have been around all the country in Europe, and people usually think that, okay, Europe is in that, I am here, it's not care about me. Don't be wrong about that, because the legislation, the directives are coming from Europe, are coming from the European Parliament, where all of European countries decided, and after, it's coming at national level. So you should be aware what is happening in Europe, to be aware what is going to be happening in your country. Digitalization. We have many improvements about what means digitalization for us professionals. And everybody knows we can be quick, we can be at the moment to improve our, the problems with the workers, to improve what is the data about some near misses or fatalities, but what are the challenges? Let's think only one thing. Once you are going to buy, a device to measure any kind of problem with the activity of your employees, remember one thing. Are you sure that the algorithm has no bias inside in? Are you sure that all the factors about your workers are measured by the bias in the good way, with no bias, sorry? So for us professionals, this is a big challenge right now. We have big amount of data. How many of them are useful for us? Do I really need thousands of data to manage my workplace? No. How is going to be how I can, decide which data are they useful for me? How I can be able to decide if the AI I'm going to buy is useful for me? This is our big challenge. How I can incorporate, the interaction between humans and machinery inside my workplace. What happens is one accident is happening in my workplace, and who is provoking the accident is a machine, a robot. Who is going to be fault? Who is going to be punished? These kind of issues that are not really technical, they are so important for us, because when we are going to do the risk assessment, is going to be totally different as we are used to. As Tim Tegrenza from the OSHA has said, we have to look how to do the new risk assessment. We have to be able to introduce new technologies to our employees. And how about if we try to virtual training or virtual reality to our employees? How about if they are 60 years old, near to retirement? How about if they don't know how to manage technology? I have to be able to introduce all these kind of issues in the risk assessment. I have to be able to introduce all this kind of mindset in my employees. And this is our work as offshore professionals. It's not only make sure that I know all the regulations and law about chemicals. It's about how I'm going to implement inside my company and how I'm going to be sure that my employees are really understanding what I'm doing. So, it's mental health, it's well-being, it's human being. So we have to improve our skills. We have to improve our knowledge. We have to improve how we are going to manage these new skills, these new challenges inside our company. About sustainability. Usually, when we talk sustainability, we always think about environment. But this is a wrong thinking. Sustainability is not only environment. Sustainability is based in 3 pillars: economical, social, and environment. And how about, where is OSH professionals? Where is our role inside everything? We have to take into account that if the company is not really economical, able to go ahead, we are not going to have job. We are able that if we are really have a commitment, if the company has a commitment with the workers and with the environment, they will grow up. So every 3 pillars are really engaged each other. For us, when we talk about human rights, when we talk about labor rights, when we talk, all insight is around really related and linked to OSH professionals' work. When we talk about environment, how we talk in our departments about well-being if we are not taking into account environment? Many OSH professionals around Europe, they are EHS professionals, environment, health and safety professionals. We cannot talk about well-being, about health, if we are not talking about environment. If I breathe chemicals, I am affecting my environment, but I am affecting my employee and my lungs. If we are talking about soil, if we are talking about air, water, we cannot split out totally, environment for health and safety. So sustainability is one of our main issues that we have to face. Not tomorrow, not in 5 years, today. Because if we are working in a big company, they are going to ask, to be able to link our work to the ESG criteria. And what are the ESG criteria? Environment, social, and governance. One part of the new EU legislation. But don't think that this is gone for the big companies. Don't think that it's going to be for the multinationals. We have 3 new directives that are coming, that are going now to be established around Europe, and it's going to affect all the companies established in Europe and the one who wants to operate in Europe. And we have, corporate sustainability due diligence that is going to affect it to the medium companies. We have the corporate sustainability reporting that is going to affect the medium companies. And we have, the Green Deal that is affecting small, medium, and big companies. So it's not nothing that is going to happen in 2 years. It's nothing is not going to happen in 20 years. It's something is happening now. If we are talking about the Green Deal, we need to know by 2050, we are going to have 0 net emissions in Europe. And you have only 20 years to change your machinery, your mindset. It's not a long time. So taking care and taking into account that. It's not only, imagine the new challenge, for example, if you are a mechanical working in a car workshop. And you have to deal with the risks that electrical cars are given. Are you really know how to manage, how to improve the risk assessment in a little car workshop? Do you know what are the risks of the batteries? Do you know what are the problems of the batteries? Do you know how to recycle it and to manage the batteries? And I'm not talking about the future. I'm talking about now. That for sure, if we go outside, we could find many electrical cars. So we have big challenge, and we have to stand up and work. We are OSH professionals. We are, how to say, one of the best professions in the world. We take care of the people. We take care of the company. We take care of the workplace. What else? Our job is to make feel people happy in their workplace. Our job is to make people come to their house each day better than they come to the workplace. So don't think that I don't have nothing to do with sustainability. I don't have nothing to do with digitalization. We have to stand up, study, work, and find solutions to our problems. For example, when we talk about climate change, in 2022, more than 15,000 people were dying in European Union across climate change. I come from Spain. I can assure you that the summers are horrible to stay there. Imagine that working in construction site, 45 degrees, at 11 o'clock in the morning. Do you feel that you can work 45 degrees with the helmet, with the vest, with the boots? It's impossible to work. But this is our future, our present, and how is what we have to deal with that. But never forget the basic. I remember I was in Sweden in a high-level seminar with the labor inspector, and the labor inspector of the European Union said one thing so important. Never forget what is happening now. I mean, we are talking about digitalization, we are talking about sustainability, but people are dying today. At this moment, someone is dying. Some fatalities are occurring because the main problems, because we have not been able to solve, the basic problems of the people. So what happens? 3,034 people, fatal accidents works during 2021 in Europe. We cannot forget this amount of people. Last year in Spain, 800 people died, mainly from construction, mainly from agriculture. So we cannot forget the basic. We cannot forget the main point, because multinationals, they have the money and the human resources to do what they want to improve. But we have a challenge, a big challenge with the small and medium companies. What happened with a company of 3 people? Plumbers, where the owner and 2 people more, they do the same job. They do the same work. They have, to take care about all the money they spend. How we can face health and safety with them. How we are going to talk to them about sustainability when they are trying to survive day by day. We have to improve our communication skills. We have to improve our way we do the things with the small and medium companies. More than 90% of the business in Europe are small and medium companies. And this is the challenge we have and the challenge we have to face. And this is our work. Try to explain, try to improve prevention culture in small and medium companies to improve the OSH. What? Okay. And that's all. So thank you very much for everything. It has been a pleasure to be here, and hope to see you soon.
Thank you. Thank you. So by your experience, if we talk about the tendencies and where are we going, we had also speakers who were saying that sometimes people just don't read instructions. They don't follow the advices. They're kind of knowing everything, and then when you check them, they don't know it. And then they're going for simple videos to teach people, and it works the best. So what has been your learning of the most effective way to make people aware of the safety at work, for example? So what is the best way to do it?
Well, depends of the age, okay? If I imagine my father, 65, going through a tablet, Apple, or trying to get or virtual reality, trying to learn something, he will never learn, because he needs paper, he needs a pen. But I imagine my son, he's 20, and I'm giving him paper and pen, and he will say, "What the hell is that?" I don't need that. Give me a tablet, give me a YouTube, or give me, any other social media resources. So we have to be thinking when we are going to try to train the people who we are going to train. And the other point is that I'm training because it's mandatory, or I'm training because I really want the people to learn. If I am training because it's mandatory with a video, would be enough. With a PowerPoint would be enough. If I'm training because I really want to protect my employees, I will take care of many issues: technology, age, time. What about disabled people? I'm going to take them into account or not? So we have to think why we are going to train the people.
So then the next question would be, what would be the best incentives for training? What would work? Some companies are imposing penalties. Some companies are saying, no, we just do nudging. And some companies are doing kind of special awards for the best learners. So what is the best way to go?
Well, the best way to go is to check that the employees really knows what you have done trying to train them, So you have to check. If I train to you and after I say goodbye, and I don't know if you have really, if you fill a questionnaire, you will always say that you are the best, but I have to check. This is my role as a OSH professional, to check that you really have understand and train and learn what I have to train you.
It's like trust, but still check.
Yes, I will trust after I check.
Vai ir kādi jautājumi vēl no auditorijas? Jā, ir kāds, so we have some questions too. Jā, lūdzu.
Thank you so much for your presentation. It was really interesting. I wanted to know your approach with connection with ECHA, with the European Chemical Agency, because they have a new laws in progress, and it's connected with chemicals. So how can we provide best practices for for health and safety specialists to teach chemical safety for workers? What are your approach or your thoughts about this?
Okay, so I think that chemicals, for example, we have the initiative coming from the European Union roadmap to cancerogens. Yeah, I think ECHA is inside this roadmap too. What I think is that you don't take care about what you don't know. I mean, of course, it's kind of imagine bleach. You use bleach at home. But for example, when you come to the workplace, it's a chemical that you have to take care. So what means is that if we want to improve OSH professional knowledge about chemicals, we need to collaborate. And this is one of the aims, for example, of ENSHPO, the networking. And that's why we in Sant network with Iowa. It's the Hygiene Professionals Association. Why? Because the first phase in a workplace is the OSH professional, the generalist. But after, we have to decide if we need more specialists. So I think the ECHA, with the hygiene professionals, with ENSHPO, we should collaborate, because the knowledge you have, the ECHAs have about chemicals, because you produce, I don't know really the name in English, but the data protection sheet, This is one of the Bibles for the OSH professionals when you are talking about chemicals. So I don't know how much knowledge Asia has about OSH, preventing OSH inside the workplace, but sometimes the data protection sheet is more documental than practical. So one of the works or the duty of the OSH professional transform into practical way. So I cannot give a document of 21 pages to my employee to know about how it works, the chemical. I have to be practical and to say that if you split this chemical in your food, you will be burned. Or you could have a cancer in 10 years. So communication between all the actors inside the health and safety work is so important. The way you communicate to the employees, it's so important. The way you split the communication around every people to be aware about the problems, it's so important.
Thank you. Thank you. Vēl kāds jautājums, lūdzu? All right. That's all the questions we have. Thank you. And a little certificate. I know you have all the possible certificates, but we need also the picture with this one. Kad bildi. Yep. Jā, tuņi būs, yeah. Just keep on going. Thank you. Paldies. Thank you very much.